boy Haynes here, and we're going to do some Week 8 picks now. So let's get started. First one is Miami versus Baltimore. Now, there's 3 reasons why I'm picking Baltimore in this one. Number 1, they don't have their starting quarterback in there. Number 2, it's going to be playing in Baltimore. Number 3, Miami's a Southern team. It's going to be hard for a Southern team to come up north, especially on a night game. Got to go with Baltimore with this one. Next one is Indianapolis versus Cincinnati. Now, Indianapolis might have exceeded expectations with Jacoby Brissett. However, they're facing against Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, I got to give it to Cincinnati on this one, even though Cincinnati isn't that good. Next one is Oakland versus Buffalo. I got to give it to Oakland at this one. They're coming off of a red-hot victory against Kansas City. They're going to be really motivated, even though they're going to be the away team here. Got to give it to Oakland. Next one is the Chargers versus the Patriots. I got to give it to the Patriots to this one because I can't remember the last time the Chargers have been in New England, especially the last time in Foxborough. Next one is Denver versus Kansas City. Both teams have been struggling lately, but I have to go with the home team, so I guess tie goes to the home team right here. I'm going to give it to Kansas City right here. Next one is Atlanta versus the New York Jets. Now, Atlanta has come off of a disappointing loss against the New England Patriots, and what's even more disappointing, Matt Ryan didn't even get 300 yards passing, which is a big issue right there. I made a video why Matt Ryan's overrated. Click in the link in the description if you're interested, so I have to give it to the New York Jets on this one. Next one is Houston versus Seattle. Last time Houston and Seattle faced each other, Seattle had a promising victory against them early on in the 2013 season. Obviously, that great season by Seattle. Also, they signed Dwight Freeney, which is a big, well, not really that big of a move by the Hawks, but it's a good, solid solution for Cliff Avrill's injury. And since it's in Seattle, I got to give it to the Seahawks on this one. Next one is Pittsburgh versus Detroit. Now, Detroit, even though they have been struggling a little bit lately, and Pittsburgh's a weird team. They're very inconsistent. They'll beat the Chiefs, but then they might lose to the Browns or almost lose to the Browns. Not a big fan of Pittsburgh this year. They're going to give it to Detroit with this one. Next one is Minnesota versus Cleveland. Any team that faces Cleveland's going to win. I guess that's going to be my strategy. Got to go with Minnesota on this one. Next one's Carolina versus Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa Bay obviously has been up and down right here, but it's kind of a must-win for Tampa. And also with Carolina's been kind of struggling lately. I'm going to give it to Tampa Bay at this one. Next one, San Francisco versus Philadelphia. So you basically have the second worst team visiting the best team in football right now. I got to give it to Philadelphia on that one. Next one is Dallas versus Washington. It's going to be in Washington. Washington has been playing their opponents hard all year long, and I feel like Dallas, whenever they played a close game, they haven't really came up on top. Got to give it to Washington on this one. Next one is Chicago versus New Orleans. Now, it is in New Orleans, but the Saints aren't that great of a home team this year, and Chicago is coming off a good victory against the Panthers. I got to give it to Chicago on this one. If you missed any of my picks or anything that I did, look in the link or look at the description. I have them all put down right there. If you want the link of the website of how I do all these weekly picks, link in the description. Also, my last video on Dwight Freeney signing with the Seattle Seahawks, link in the description, of course. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.